You're learning how to fight with your heart instead of your wounds. You're learning how to fight with your heart instead of your ego. You're learning how to fight with your heart instead of your triggers. That's the difference between you and what you're up against. What you're up against is a ball. It's a sphere of ego, of fears, of limitations, of doubts, of people who are just familiar with the old version of you, but you don't have to respond the way you used to with the old habits and with your old fears and with your old insecurities. What you are fighting with right now is your heart. And I know that may not feel like it's enough, but it's more than enough. It's more than what you've ever fought with before. When you fight with your heart, you fight with your intuition. When you fight with your heart, you fight with your peace. When you fight with your heart, you fight with your boundaries. When you bring your heart to the battle, it comes with peace. It comes with intuition. It comes with acceptance. It comes with forgiveness. It comes with freedom. And most importantly, it comes with the divine. That is a shield like no other. It is protection like no other. Because then it comes wrapped in healing. It comes wrapped in unconditional love. It comes wrapped in everything working out for your highest good. It comes wrapped in no weapon formed against you shall prosper. So you're not being weak. You're not being naive. You're not being stupid. This is just a different way of fighting that you've never done before. You're used to going toe-to-toe with people, or you're used to running away. Either way, you're used to fighting through your wounds. You're used to using your triggers as your sword and your shield. Your survival mode used to be your sword and your shield. Your fight or flight was your sword and your shield. And now that you're healing, now that you're doing the work, and now that you're just simply aware of what it really is, now that you're not delusional anymore, now that you took the rose-colored glasses off, now that you see things for what they are, now that you're working through grieving what it really is, you have an opportunity to fight differently. That's why you don't want to move the way you used to move. That's why you just kind of shrug it off when everybody else looking at you like, why aren't you fighting? Why aren't you going toe-to-toe? It's because you know what you're up against. And when you used to go toe-to-toe, it didn't get you anywhere. It just got you deeper into chaos. So the way you're moving right now is exactly the way you are supposed to be moving. With your heart, with your intuition, with your peace, with your boundaries, and most importantly, with your divine spirit activated down on the inside of you. Listening to Source's voice within yourself. And for the first time, not letting everything and everybody else tell you how to fight a fight that was designed for your divine assignment. So you're just fighting differently. That's why even though you're in the middle of it, it still feels like peace. That's why even though you're in the middle of it, you can still hang on to your joy. That's why though you're in the middle of it, you can still sleep at night. It's because you're fighting with your heart this time. And you're not fighting with your trauma. You're not bringing your trauma to the battle. You're bringing your heart. And with your heart comes clarity. Fighting with your heart doesn't mean you let people mess over you. It doesn't mean you allow for them to just do anything to you. Fighting with your heart means you get to play chess, not checkers. Fighting with your heart simply means you get to let your intuition lead the way. And it's just a much more peaceful, much more healthy, much more clear way of navigating this thing called life, navigating this human experience. And you are doing a beautiful, amazing job. Please slow down enough to understand that. Please slow down enough to sit in the reality of everything you are balancing right now, everything you are growing through right now, everything you are evolving through right now. Sit with that. Understand that. Acknowledge that you're growing. And yes, this too shall pass. And yes, you will get on the other side of it. You really are already on the other side of it. It's just that your reality hasn't caught up to what your spirit already knows. So keep going. You're not weak. You're not stumbling. You're not failing. You're not missing anything. You're just approaching the fight differently. And as you should, with your heart. That's how you hold on to your peace. That's how you keep your freedom and your joy activated down on the inside of you.